everybody. This is Elijah Bailey, your current vice president. And I'm sitting here with, tell me your name.
Whit Bass, treasurer.
Our treasurer, Whit Bass. And this is our edition of O.K.A. Tournament Talk. Now, you're going to see us looking around. We have an iPad. We have my iPhone picking up the interview. And we have a computer. And Mr. Brock Robinson, who we'll talk to later, is also recording us on camera. So today what we're going to talk about is just our upcoming events and just kind of shoot the breeze a little bit. So give them a brief history of who you are, Mr. Bass.
Well, my daughter started at UMATC 3 years ago or so. I started going to tournaments, got involved. We kind of hit a rough patch with O.K.A. for a while. Mr. Watley said, "Dan, you need to start going to meetings, get involved." So I got elected treasurer, been treasurer. This will be my fourth year. I did one interim year and then got elected. And we're growing. We've got two big events coming up. Should be really, really good events. We'll see what.
Yeah. If you notice Mr. Bass laughing, we're up at the school at UMATC training, and so one of our students, Deshaun, is leaving. He's in the shot. You can go on through, Deshaun. Yeah, we're just shooting the breeze. This is a relaxed shoot, so no retake. See ya.
All right.
And let's just kind of make our rounds with these cameras. So today we want to talk about Mr. Boles' tournament. It's going to be March 29th. So that's next Saturday. We've been pushing the tournament and the event. We're going to push it really hard going into this week as well. If you've ever been to Mr. Galloway's tournament, which isn't an O.K.A. sanctioned event, it's an IMAX event. Mr. Boles' setup in Cushing is about the same. It's got nice stadium seating, and it's a nice event, nice venue, and he kind of does things a little bit different. Last year was his 10th year with the O.K.A. So this year what he's going to do is the same thing as last year. All competitors that are within the top two that are going to fight for first and second, he has a specific ring, which will be ring number 2, I think is what it was last year, that they'll go and fight it out from. So you'll fight up through your ranks until you get to that second and first fight, and then you'll go to another ring and fight the rest of it out. Anything else about that event before?
If you're going to Cushing, I urge you to go eat at Rodolfo's if you like Mexican food.
Yeah, it's a good
I've been
place.
On a diet, and that's all I've been thinking about for 2 weeks.
It's good eating, and then the other deal is Mr. Boles takes care of his black belts. I think he actually orders from there too.
Yeah, he brought in food from Rodolfo's. They've been good to Bryan's tournament. Bryan, he runs a great tournament. There's not a lot of sitting around.
Yeah, everything's fast paced and
be there on time because he will start on time.
Yep, and we learned from the last event we almost tripled our numbers for competitors at that first event. I know last year we had a bad year because we had to move the event around because the Paralympic team, but we had big numbers in every single ring. So this year we're going to make sure to start on time. I do believe Mr. Bass is going to help me as arbitrator this time after we get set, and we're going to be moving around and answering questions and solving problems. Let's talk about that way I can rest my arm a little bit. Other things in the divisions, we have a lot of good divisions. I know Taylor. What's Taylor's last name?
Lamp.
Taylor Lamp, and she's from Goose Taekwondo. They came out and they actually joined the O.K.A. They're going to be competing. I think she's in the 12 and 13-year-old ring, along with Brooke Ford, who's a one-time state champion. Two-time state champion. And then I know Ashton Holton Riley is supposed to be in the 10 11-year-old division. But he bumped up to the 12 and 13-year-old division, and he's a 2-time state champion as well. In the 6 and 7-year-old intermediate and advanced, or Mackenzie's still intermediate?
Yes.
In the intermediate division, Mackenzie Bass, 3-time state champion. We also have Gage Hildebrand, who came in, what did he place last year, first or second?
Yeah, he won.
First, so this was his second run.
Won it in the last tournament.
Yeah, very last tournament. So you have to get out to the events. You have to make sure to compete because it comes down to every single event that you come to. I know other divisions that are hot are the 8 and 9-year-old division, Carson Freeman. I know Core Martial Arts just started with us. They had signed up 20 competitors, 20 to 25.
Yeah, they brought the level of competition up as well.
Yeah, so
the kids Good.
Yeah, and then the men's division is getting pretty good. Anthony Allman is back, along with Jennifer Allman, who's Steve Welsh's daughter. They took a year off last year. Now they're back, and they're bringing out all their guys, Firehawks Martial Arts. You know, every division is a lot bigger, so we got to make sure that we start on time, that everybody's listening and paying attention. Parents are off the floor in the stands or where they need to be. Competitors are near the ring so they can hear. Some of the events have PA systems, some of them do not, and most of the time we find that out once we get there, and we have to just kind of go on the fly. But we want to keep everything going.
We might have a couple surprises too if we keep getting the numbers of black belts out. We might have some surprises for you guys to make it worth your while, but we'll keep you guys posted on that.
Yeah,
Something we're working through.
Yeah, and well, one surprise I have is last tournament we had a guy. He had a big afro. His name is Alfonso Great. He's actually been here since November, and he's training here at UMATC for the time being. He's a Shotokan guy, but he's used to the tournament circuit. He's going to make every tournament. Mr. Torrey Montgomery's coming out of retirement. He had to take some time off, got married, and had a little baby girl who's getting bigger every day. But he's coming out. You know, Mr. Brown is still competing. If I'm not arbitrating, I'll get back out. Esteban, I think David Steese will make a couple rounds this year.
Mr. Brown won grand champion at Memphis.
Yeah, Mr. Brown. Yeah, he went down to Memphis and won grand champion.
Beat up the young guys.
Yeah, he always fights down. So if you guys are in the men's division, you don't have to worry about it just being a lot of executives. He'll come down and fight with you guys.
You got a rough and ready, Alan Estes.
Yeah, Rich Hand Estes is still competing. You have Derek Griner still competing. So the divisions are getting bigger because I know last 2 years we only had 3-4 competitors, and now we're probably going to have a consistent 10. After Mr. Boles' tournament, the only thing I can think of next is UMCC's tournament with Mr. Watley. That's April 26th. I do believe he said he's giving away grand prize money.
300?
Yeah, 300 for forms, 300 for fighting, I think.
Yeah, we better check it.
Yeah. Don't hold me to anything. I'm not the lead instructor or the tournament promoter, but $300 was mentioned in passing. But that's going to be a big event. We made sure to go out last year to different states and go to the events, and I think there's like 9 or 10 different out-of-state schools coming down to this event. So if we had 175 to 200 last year,
we're shooting for
300, yeah. And we have more Oklahoma schools involved. Like I said, Core Martial Arts had 20 to 25.
The CMA, Mr. Robert Colson, their guys are coming out, competing, adding to competition.
Yeah, and just everybody keeps growing from there. I've had 1 or 2 emails just in the last 2 days talking about starting up with O.K.A, asking what the membership fee was, asking about admission for children and adults. So even if they're not coming out to compete, they're coming out to watch and be spectators, and that usually draws them in because we've raised the quality of our tournament circuit.
We got Mr. Gary Thompson from Kansas, Oklahoma back. He hadn't competed at O.K.A and I think he said 7-10 years.
Yeah, it's a long time. And I know Mr. Ellis Weber talked to me. He was gone during our official meeting on the 15th, but he's back and he wants to cross his guys over and be active again. And he's one of the founders of the O.K.A, and he's finally made his way back. He said the growth and progression he's seen and the level of competition is something that his guys need and he'd like to be a part of. So we're making a big impact back in Oklahoma where it's not just 2 or 3 or 4 or 5 schools with the O.K.A. We're 20 strong and going from there, probably 25. The O.K.A is just the place to be right now. And then hopefully we can get Mr. Bass back out and compete. He injured his knee, and so he's back in training.
I'm old and broke.
Whatever, man. Him and Andy Pinnell were fighting it out pretty good. So hopefully he makes his way back. Forms and fighting.
You won't see me in form. They're bad. I don't want to embarrass anybody.
Well, you won't embarrass us, but other than that, man, Mr. Boles tournament, March 29th, and then the UMATC, Mr. Watley's tournament, the Matt LeBeau Memorial, April 26th. We have a lot of new faces coming, a lot of good talent. So your open division is on a grander scale. Your forms competition, you're getting better competition in forms, and then fighting is always Really good. I've been excited with all the divisions in fighting, and we're taking video at every tournament, either me or Mr. Bass, and we're trying to post it at the tournament that day so we can clear off room on our iPads. Like, if you saw just a minute ago, I had to turn my phone down because I don't have any more room on my phone because all the videos that we're uploading. And we're uploading those videos because Oklahoma's been almost a dead spot for competition, or so everybody thought.
But the kids can
those kids
compete
division.
anywhere. I mean, our guys can compete anywhere. And all the people we bring out, all the money we make, we pay back to the kids.
Yeah. So it's a completely selfless organization with good competition, good quality promotion, and then the sanctioning body which is the O.K.A. We're making sure that everything we do is professional. There's no shortchanging, I guess you'd say, for anything. It doesn't matter who you are. Everything's fair across the board because we had to raise our standard, and we want everybody else to be welcome and feel welcome within our organization. You got anything else you need to say?
That's it.
Anything else you can think of? I'm just excited. We're on track, and what my goal is to raise, or by the end of the year, be at 25,000, because we cleared, or we were at the beginning of the year after just one tournament.
14 and change.
Yeah, so close to 15. So if we can do that, that means, and I've mentioned this before, but we'll always use UCO as our banquet, but there could be a champions night out where we rent out Olive Garden or something like that with that kind of money, or we put that completely back into the awards and do something completely different for first time first place winners, and then your second, third, fourth, and fifth time first place winners. We can up the awards for second place and third place, but it all depends on you guys coming out and supporting the events and being active members. Make sure to get your rule books at the next tournament. I've already put in an order. We use Copycat, which is affiliated with UCO. It's their copy and documentation place. I think that's it. I don't really have anything else to say. So
Wave to that camera.
and then we wave to Mr. Robinson and wave to this one. This has been O.K.A. Tournament Talk.